ladies and gentlemen. Now, one of the most common questions I get on this channel is, Seatin, I'm a global player, I want to make sure I'm summoning on the right banners, but the Japanese version, there are so many characters that I don't understand, I don't know anything about yet, which ones are really good, which ones worth saving up for, and which ones should I probably skip unless I'm a massive spender. So today, I want to talk you through every single upcoming banner, and whether or not it's a skip unless whale, skip unless spender, a free banner, or a free-to-play must-summon banner, in my opinion. The banners that you really want to save the gems for, to put it very simply, are the Sariel and Tamiel banners, and also the one Escanor banner. Again, with the release of Global kind of fast-tracking everything, and also the fact that we have a much shorter character release window between Goddess Elizabeth and also the one Escanor, because we've already had quite a few characters that came out after Goddess Liz, like the King of Fighters collab characters, Attack on Titan collab characters, also Camilla as well. There's going to be a lot less time on Global than in comparison to JP between Goddess Liz and the one Escanor, and judging by their release rate of a new banner every single week, because they go so damn fast, I've kind of come up with an estimated schedule of probably what Global are going to do. But again, this is just a rough prediction, and this is not fact, this is not any early information, this is just my best guess as to which banners we're going to see in December, January, February, and also the start of March. So use this as a very rough guide to how to be prepared for some of the upcoming units, and also what to expect in the months ahead. But again, we might have like a new surprise collaboration or another like global first unit, so we don't really know. And there is also a bit of a chance as well that there might be some Christmas units, because they've never done those before, but they love the Halloween units. But it's also made by a Japanese developer, and I don't think they tend to do Christmas stuff like as much as some of the Western developers. So again, that might not be a thing, but there might be some sort of like New Year's units. Again, we don't really know at the moment, but they went like very overboard with the Halloween characters, especially this year on JP. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. So my prediction for the next banner coming to Global is the Double Droll banner this Tuesday on the 1st of December. And this one, just due to the availability of Droll, he's in the Part 2 SSR tickets. These are given out even more frequently in the future. And also the blue version is in the Platinum Coin Shop. And also this isn't a banner that guarantees either one of them. This is kind of a banner you want to avoid unless you're spending a lot of money on the game. So yeah, this one, Droll, like both of the versions are really, really good. But again, it's a lot of investment in the characters, no guaranteed value on the banner. And they are both like free-to-play friendly characters when it does come to the future. The green one, a little bit more so based on luck, but again, Part 2 SSR tickets do become more common. And then probably after that, again, this may come a little bit later, but I think we're going to very shortly see the green Easton and blue Valenti banner, because the next final boss is Final Boss Barn, and Blue Valenti was made as a character that counters that fight and scores really high points there, so they are probably going to sell this banner at some point over the winter. However, again, it was a summer banner and a summer themed event, so I'm not really too sure how they're going to do it. But again, Final Boss Barn, they do need to release him at some point, and I imagine he's going to be coming very, very soon. So Blue Valenti is really only like great for Final Boss Barn. She does have like some occasional quirky uses, but again, that's kind of the fight she was made for. Green Easton, however, is a very interesting PvP unit, because she has the ability to recovery disable and also alt gauge lock, while dealing out massive single target damage with her weak point card, and also buffing up herself and the entire team with her passive. So as a green unit, she's really, really powerful. I think the problem that she has currently on the Japanese version in the longer term is the fact that Sariel exists and literally like one-shots her even with a golden cleave card. Like, Sariel is the most ridiculous red unit in the entire game. He's like Lost Vein Meliodas, but his cards hit like twice as hard, man. He's just so ridiculously good, and he's also a mega tank as well. So Green Easton runs into the problem is Sariel long term, and especially with the release schedule of Global being much faster than the Japanese version, we're probably going to get him a lot sooner in comparison, so she probably doesn't have like that much long-term viability as a like free-to-play investment. Again, she's going to be nice to have, and in certain matchups and scenarios like Lost Vein Alt Rush, really, really good character. But I just know every time I see Green Easton on JP, man, it's like one Sariel card and she's just gone. She's just dead. it. So yeah, Green Easton, like, she's nice to have if you're a spender, but I don't think she's like the craziest long-term free-to-play investment, at least in my opinion. But again, you can have a different opinion, and that's absolutely fine. And then we also have the Lodosiel and Gahard banner. Now, if this one is exactly the same as it was on the Japanese version, the drop rate on Lodosiel was terrible, man. It was 0.5%, nothing guaranteed there. The rest of the banner was like really bad as well. So Lodosiel, he's a great unit if you can like fully max him out, have like a perfect raw health set, all the cosmetics, all of them fully upgraded, because he does need like max CC in order to go first, like out CC everybody and take massive advantage of that passive. So he's a great whale character, but if you're free to play, he's just not going to work out as consistently as you want him to. And he's really nice because you can pick him up as a sub character on certain banners in the future, but again, going all out for this character, unless you're like spending big money, is probably a really bad idea, at least in my opinion. And then I think a little bit after that, one thing we haven't seen on Global yet is the movie collaboration, and again, this might come out a little bit earlier. It might be after the double droll banner, I would assume, which again is not confirmed. This is all speculation here. So movie collab, I think, is going to be sometime over Christmas, and the units, like, yeah, really aren't that great. Alate is really good for tryharding on the guild boss, and the reason Alate is so good is she allows Derriere to a bit more consistently crit on her ultimate, which is amazing if you're trying to get like max boy sweaty points. However, unless you're a massive whale, like, there's no need to care about that. Just like get all the milestones done and you're sorted there. So yeah, don't even worry about that banner unless you're a massive whale. And Bellion is remarkably underwhelming from what I've seen, man. Might work if you fully whale out and 6/6 him, but I think we'll see when that banner does come around. Now, one banner that we're going to see shortly after the release of Droll is the 7% Sins and Commandment banners. So these are two separate banners, and they both have a 7% drop chance on pretty much all of the 7 deadly sins and commandments, and these are good value if you're a casual spender, but if you are a free-to-play player, again, the banners are coming so fast on Global, and a lot of these characters you can get via SSR tickets or the coin shop. So this one is good if you're a spender and you're dropping like a few $100s every single month, but if you are like a free-to-play man, you're probably not going to be summoning on this banner and also the really good banners that you want to in the future. So it's probably going to have to be a skip. Again, like, you can get easily shafted on these banners as well, but mostly being coin shop and SSR ticket units, these are going to be characters that you do get in the future. So don't worry about that one and try and stay strong through that. And then I predict toward the start of January, just before the festival, we're going to have the Blue Helbram free banner. So that should be a really, really nice time. And then after that, there's probably going to be the Festival King and Demon Hendrickson banner. And this one, again, both of the units are really good for countering like Lost Fane, Meliodas, Goddessless King, Alt Rush teams, and very good for a lot of scenarios and matchups that do exist on Global. And this team is probably going to dominate Global PvP and be a very powerful force, I would say, for about a month and a bit until more counters start coming in. However, due to the fact that Omega Rugal and the King of Fighters characters are on Global at the moment, there's immediate pushback with like the Omega Rugal Demon Meliodas Pierce team, because the thing is, if you're running Festival King, you cannot run Red King on the back line. So if you want to counter Pierce, you do need a Valenti on the front line, and then that makes your team even more vulnerable to certain matchups. So yeah, Festival King, I think, is definitely going to be a force when it does come to Global PvP. But the thing is, with this banner, the two characters, Festival King and Demon Hendrickson, are also going to be in the one Escanor banner as sub-characters. You should get Hendrickson for free, so it's really Festival King. So you can kind of, if you do stay strong through this banner and kind of run some Festival King counter teams, and there are some like fun combos that you can use to shut him down, then you can get double the value of that banner pretty much on the one Escanor banner and get Festival King and also Escanor as well, if you are a little bit lucky. But again, the rates for festival characters on the one banner are really, really good because it's got all 4 of the festival units in. So yeah, I'd recommend skipping unless you are a spender. If you are a spender, again, you could go for the what is it, 900 guaranteed to get Festival King, but just keep in mind that he is also going to be on the one Escanor banner, so at least in my opinion it is worth skipping, and if you're free to play, I definitely skip this and save up for Sariel and Escanor. And then going a little bit down, again, this one's a little bit of a question mark, Halloween, Roxy, and Shin banner. They're two characters, if they release them like too late in the year, they're going to be completely irrelevant for the PvP meta. Halloween Roxy is really, really good, Shin seems pretty decent as well from what I've seen so far, so this one is not too bad if you're spending a little bit of money on this game, but free to play I would probably skip out on this one. And then I assume after that we're going to have the blue Mono and red Evil Lilia banner. So Mono is mainly a counter to final boss Escanor, and red Evil Lilia, also known as like Big Snake Lilia, I just don't really think she's like a long-lasting meta unit. She's kind of fun to run alongside like Festival King, but honestly man, every time I've tested out this character I've been really disappointed like generally speaking in her performance. She's got like a nice little passive corrosion, but the single target that deals a little bit of damage and heals the team really isn't that exciting or strong. And also when it comes to her drain card as well, that's okay, but running alongside Festival King and Demon Hendrickson, you don't really need that. Like alongside those two, like Goddess Liz, at least in my opinion, is still like the best third character to run on the front line. So yeah, honestly man, I just skip this one unless you're a whale, and yeah, don't go too deep on blue Mono for final boss Escanor. Just like farm the easiest difficulty, get the cosmetics, and get the hell out of there, man, because it's a really, really tough time, that boss. But yeah, I predict that's probably going to be toward the end of January there. Again, I may be wrong when it comes to the order of stuff. And then we got February. So I just thrown in this one quite randomly. The red Fat King banner might come, might not come. He's still a character that has not been released on the global version, but I just slotted him in there for a little bit of dead space. And then I think probably after that we're going to see the Sariel and Tarmiel banner. I think that's going to be either early February or mid-Feb. So yeah, you want to summon 600 gems on this banner. So when it comes to the Archangels banner, man, there was a 0.5% drop rate on Sariel and Tarmiel, and also they chucked in Lodociel as well on 0.2 there. So there was almost a 50% chance if you did get an SSR that it was an Archangel. And also, if you summon up to 600 gems as well, you get a guaranteed box, which gives you the selector between the two. So worst case scenario, if you're summoning 600 gems on this banner as free to play, you guarantee that you get a 1/6 Sariel. And the really good thing about both of these characters as well is they don't at all rely on ult level to be really, really good. Like, their cards are so amazing that Sariel just kind of finishes off like every single match with his cards alone, just to give you a bit of an idea of like what this character looked like in the one Escanor showcase. I think like he kind of like stole the show a little bit in some of the showcases of the one Escanor, but paired together, man, they are just so ridiculously good. But look at this gold card here, man, just instantly claps down that Merlin. Again, if you go like too deep as a free-to-play player when it comes to like green Easton, man, that is the experience that you'll have with Easton, like as soon as like Sariel lands. So yeah, he's just mental. Like, he's got so much damage output, there's pretty much guaranteed crits on his cleave because there's triple crit chance, and also he has like very, very high base crit chance as well. He's also super stacked because he has this passive which increases the basic stats of all goddess allies by 20% of his stats, but this also applies to himself as well. And on top of that, he's got some pretty nice base lifesteal, 10%. It goes up to I think almost 20% with the full cosmetics currently available. Will be more in the future, but when you're dealing like, you know, almost like 500,000 gold cards there, you're healing up very, very quickly. So Sariel is amazing for PvP, but also for PvE, he's really, really good as well. The last season of Tower of Challenge, he's amazing for, man, and also a lot of auto farming stuff as well, especially the new super stacked Fort Solgra stage. I've actually been using Sariel to farm. So yeah, he's just crazy. There's so much damage output. But again, if you want to find out more about Sariel, there's tons of gameplay on YouTube. But he's definitely a character that's 100% worth saving for, because you guarantee you get him. Really good at 1/6 as well. And it's just like crazy, crazy overpowered. So I definitely recommend him. And then next up, we'll have probably the Red Freezing Jericho banner. Skip and Less Whale. She seems like okay, but not really like a top meta reliable little unit there. Fun for, like, what is it, double petrify and freeze teams, but again, not really somebody you want to invest in if you're free to play and have very limited units, especially with the banner around the corner. And then toward the end of February, I imagine we're going to have the free level 80 pre-anniversary banner. So this is the crazy one that just launched on JP a couple of weeks back that gives you like a level 80 red Gotha, blue Dean Meliodas, like green King, blue Barn, just a crazy good banner there. And then I would assume at March 2021, so this is going to be for the 1 year anniversary of 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, they are going to drop the one Escanor banner. So you want to summon 900 gems on this banner, and then you can select between Goddess Liz and the one Escanor. You pick the one Escanor, you got your Sariel, you've probably got Tarmiel as well. Hopefully you've been a little bit lucky. Pick up Ladociel, you can get also in the one Escanor banner, just to show you like all of the characters in the pool currently on JP. It really is one of the spiciest banners we've ever seen in the history of Grand Cross. So you've got the one Escanor, you've got Losfe Meliodas, Goddess Liz, also Festival King as well. So again, if you can just hold out like a month and a bit or almost 2 months, then I'm sure the one Escanor banner is going to be coming in very, very fast with the limited amount of units between like Global and JP. Then we've got the green PV God Arthur. You actually get this guy for free during the celebration event. So yeah, that's really, really nice as well. Also Hendrickson. There is the red D Meliodas, Merlin, Esterosa. As you can see, they've got like a lot of the coin shop units that would be on the 7% Commandment and Sins banner, so just keep that in mind as well when you see that banner, is you could get all of the characters that you need to you know, 660s and additional copies if you wait for the one Escanor banner and save up all your gems for that. Also got Camilla, Roxy, and also Mono on this banner, and Shin as well. So yeah, this banner's just absolute fire, man. There's a lot of really, really good stuff in it, but you're very likely to get a festival character or a character of very, very high value out of this one. And again, worst case scenario, if you do save up 900 gems, you can get at least one copy of the one Escanor, and even like 1 out of 6, man, this guy is crazy good, because if you're running the right team and setup in PvP, then he's just clapping like everybody so damn fast that you'll never get into this character's ult. So yeah, it's a really, really good time. He also looks to have some pretty interesting potential moving forward for all sorts of PvE stuff, because his passive is really strong. He gets so much lifesteal, and again, his ultimate is just mad. All of the cards are mad, and yeah, debuff immunity as well once you reach his the one like 3 stacks phase as well. So yeah, the character's just crazy, man. He's just like beyond broken, like same with Sariel. But all the information that we have so far as of the end of November 2020, those look to be the 2 characters currently worth saving for, that just have longevity and just crazy power levels for not only PvP moving forward, but also PvE as well. I reckon they're going to be such dominant forces, and again, they've just been like, you know, 90% of characters in this game. So yeah, that would be my advice for free-to-play players. And again, this is what I'm going to be following on my personal free-to-play account as well, unless anything else changes, which it might do in the future. So we don't know like what the next festival banner is going to be, or if there's going to be like another like really overpowered collab that's going to be fast-tracked to global. But I would assume like for now, Sariel and the one Escanor are probably about as high as the power levels are going to go, because they are just so damn overpowered. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on which banners you're going to skip and which banners you're going to summon on in the comments below. Is there any banner which you wholeheartedly disagree with me on? Any banner that you believe is a must summon for every single free-to-play player? But yeah, let me know your thoughts. And aside from that, if you did enjoy today's breakdown, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Take care, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.